Good morning, everybody, or at least it's morning here in North Carolina. Today is Sunday, and I have a quick video. I'm using natural light here coming in from the upstairs window, so I don't know, there's a shadow on my face, but hopefully it'll be okay. I heard about a project online, and several YouTube seamstresses are doing this. It's called Dress a Girl Around the World, and if you just search that, type that into your browser address spot, it will come up. It's a not-for-profit Christian organization whose mission it is to give girls decent clothing in the form of a modest dress. There is talk on there about human trafficking and the need for modest clothing, and so there are a lot of guidelines, a few things, and you really should go to the website because I found different things on different pages, and I may not have all this information correct, but they want clothing. It seems to me that most of these dresses that they suggest are for warm weather. A lot of the dresses are dresses that tie at the top with a bow on either shoulder. What I read was no buttons, no zippers, no closures of any kind. So the dresses need to be able to go over the head. They need to be made of cotton. Trying to think, you can use some stretch fabric, and I didn't see this the first time I looked at the site. I just saw it when I reviewed it a minute ago, but you can use a knit t-shirt and then attach a skirt to it. And just as an aside, there is a channel that I used to watch. I don't watch it anymore, but it was a Christian YouTube channel where this group would go to different parts of Africa and treat people for jiggers, which are flea-like insects that embed themselves in mostly the feet of anybody. But you know, one of the saddest groups are the children who eventually are not able to walk if they don't get the jiggers removed. They can't go to school, and they're very uncomfortable because of the itching. They can't sleep, they can't learn. But anyway, on that channel, I saw some of the clothing that the kids were wearing, and oftentimes you could tell they had been sent from other countries because they would have the name brand of, you know, a shirt like Nike or whatever across the front. But a lot of times they would be ripped, they would be hanging from one shoulder, that kind of thing. So on the website, it gives a list of places where they send these dresses. Africa's on there, I think Bangladesh. There are some places in the United States. I think I read Arizona. So this may be for some of the immigrants coming into the country from our southern borders. So if you're interested, I would encourage you to look at the site, see the types of dresses that they accept. There are ambassadors across the United States. If that's where you are, I'm sure there are ambassadors in other countries as well. And you can, apparently when you finish the dress or dresses, you send it to them and they'll do the final prep. I think there has to be a tag put on the dresses. Anyway, I thought what I would do is to show you the dresses that I've made. I don't have a little girl to model them. I wish I did, but she's grown now. So hold on a second and I'll show you the dresses that I made. This is my favorite pattern that I used. I was really surprised because I have little girls patterns. I have quite a bit that I bought from thrift stores and some that I bought new, but I was surprised at how many I had that did not have a closure in it. So I picked out a bunch, and I'll show you this one. Being my favorite is Simplicity 9854. This is it, and I made this dress here. I think I made a 6X, and that's the largest size. I've made it before, and the 6X was what had been cut. I also had gone to Walmart for the purpose of buying more fabric, and they had, Dixie, come in here. Come here. Dixie was in my sewing room. I like to keep her out of there. She was coughing this morning, gagging. So she chews on things, and she's fine now. She hasn't coughed in 2 hours, but anyway. So this is the dress, and I did go to Walmart for the explicit purpose of buying some cheaper fabric, cotton fabric. And so they had a rack by the cutting table that was either $1 or $2 a yard. So I bought this, and they had it in a couple, maybe one other colorway. I don't remember, but it's very pretty. It's strawberries on it's red strawberries on a sort of a coral background. And this dress, I think, is easier because there's no requirement of bias tape. And bias tape, of course, is not difficult, but it's more difficult when you're putting it around a small area, even a little girl's neckline, or especially the arm's eye. It gets a little fiddly. I got it on there, and I'll show you those dresses. But this is so much easier. There is a facing on the inside. I'll turn it inside out. And I did not put a pocket on this. This, I didn't read it again today, but I had seen on the site somewhere, it seems that things are really scattered on that website. It seems to me that all the requirements for dresses are not in one place, which makes it really confusing. But it seems that on one time I looked at it, the time before, it did say that pockets were needed. And I could go back and put pockets on this. I might call the ambassador for my area and see what she says, but I forgot all about the pockets, and the pattern didn't have pockets on it. So this pattern, I'll just show it to you. The round neck goes at the front. This one does not have darts. The back is squared off, and there is top stitching on here. I don't know how well you can see that. It's in a pinky color, and I'll turn it inside out so you can see sort of what the facing looks like. And I did use, I did serge. All the raw edges do have to be finished. That was on the website this morning that I saw. This is, all of these dresses are finished with black serging thread because I'm lazy. That's what's in my serger. My other serger is set up for a rolled hem, and I'm not ready to take that and revert it. But this is what the facing looks like. It's very, very easy to do. It stays down. As a matter of fact, the pattern said to tack it here on the side, and I did not need to do that. So this is actually a 6X, and it really looks big. It looks more like a size 8 or even a 10. But I do like this pattern. To me, it's easier than the others. So, only this, I will say this fabric wrinkles like crazy. It is definitely all cotton. I did put some starch on it to try to get the wrinkles out. It wrinkled as I was working with it. Okie doke. The next pattern, let's see if I can find it, is McCall's 6275. This is it, and this is the pattern that I used. This one, I guess, is shorter. I'm not sure. Maybe it's not shorter. Maybe that's the length that it's supposed to be. But anyway, it's an easy. It says But again, it does get kind of fiddly with the bias tape. So I'll show you the first one I made. Let's see which, the front, and I did put pockets on these. Very simple, very plain. I did do a rolled hem on both of these flounces here, and I did put a pocket on with some ribbon, and so that's it. You know, again, the only thing that you have to be careful is pinning down that bias tape and working it around. So that's that one. Oops, sorry. This is the second one that I made with this pattern. Oh, this does have darts, and I made, it was already cut. This is a size 10. This one I put the bias tape on the outside. I just made a sandwich, and this just sewed it on to make it easier. But the arms I finished in the usual way. And I did put a pocket on this, matches the same as the body, and put the tiers on. Again, this is just a muslin, but it matched the off-white and the paisley print. So that's that one. The final one, actually I would say this one would be the second easiest. This is Simplicity 4292, and I made a size, oh gosh, I don't remember. I think it's a size 4 because that was what was cut. But this is cute as can be. The V-neck, it's a square neck in the front. You know how well you can see that. It's a V in the back, and there is a facing, which makes it easier. I still have threads I need to clip on this one. The arm size finished with the bias tape, so this was a tiny one, but you know, I got it on. I guess it looks okay. I love this fabric. This fabric, I used it to make a seam work pattern, and I love this fabric. It's so beautiful. All right, so what's kind of cute about this is, and I still have some of my markings on here. I probably need to wash them out, but in the back there is a gathered area with wide bias tape that elastic goes through, and I think it's only 4 inches wide, so it gives the dress in the back a little bit of shape. There is a flounce at the bottom, which I think is really cute. So all of this is out of the same fabric. So really cute. I like this fabric so much. And I guess that's it. I was gonna stop with 3, and I thought, well, you know, why not do a 4th one? So I will be contacting my ambassador person and making sure my dresses are okay, and I sure hope they are. But go to the website if you're interested, if you like to sew. I no longer have a little girl to sew for. I have a big girl who doesn't really want me to sew for her anymore, but check it out. And I think I can't vouch for the 501c3 or the program, but it looks legitimate. Hopefully it is, and participate if you want to. All right, that's all I have. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the weekend. It's absolutely beautiful here. It's in the highs are in the 70s. The lows are down in the 50s, which makes for really good sleeping weather. Also, my air conditioner is not staying on all the time, which is great for the power bill. So I will talk to you all a little bit later. Bye-bye.